Personal development is the only true success. Not the car, not the account balance, not the following, the title, the property portfolio, or the business valuation. Those things are the byproducts of success. They are the receipts, but they are not the success itself. The success itself is always only the person who produced them. The depth of character, the quality of discipline, the strength of faith, the clarity of mindset, the breadth of wisdom, the man. The man is the success. Everything else is just evidence of him. And here is the truth that makes this the most important conversation you will ever have about your life. The external evidence will always, without exception, find its level at the level of the man producing it. You cannot sustainably have more than you are. You cannot hold more than your development can carry. You cannot keep what your character has not yet been built to steward. So the only pursuit that actually matters, the only one with a permanent, unlosable, compounding return, is the pursuit of becoming more disciplined, more faithful, more wise, more capable, more honest, more resilient, more of the man that the life you want requires. That is the only true success. And it is available to every person willing to pay the price of it. Making your life deliberately difficult is not masochism. It is the highest form of self-investment available. The world will offer you comfort at every turn. Easier food, faster entertainment, lower standards that still feel socially acceptable, shortcuts that promise the result without the process. And every single one of those offers is a quiet invitation to develop less, to remain at the current level, to stay comfortable, to accept the man you already are as sufficient. Comfort is the enemy of achievement. The man who accepts every comfort being offered is the man who slowly, invisibly stops growing. Not dramatically, just gradually, choosing the easier option, the softer standard, the lower demand, until the gap between who he is and who he could be becomes so wide that he can no longer see across it. Make your life difficult on purpose. Choose the harder path when both paths are available. Add resistance when none is required. Train when you don't need to. Fast when you could eat. Study when you could rest. Take the cold when you could take the warmth. Not because suffering is noble, but because voluntary difficulty is the raw material of genuine capability. And genuine capability is the raw material of the only success worth having. Strengthening your faith is not a Sunday activity. It is a daily discipline. And it is one of the most significant acts of personal development a human being can undertake. Because faith is not static. It either deepens or it dilutes. It either grows through deliberate pursuit or it fades through neglect. And the man whose faith is fading, who once had a strong spiritual foundation and has allowed it to erode through busyness, through distraction, through the gradual prioritization of everything else, that man is building everything on ground that is softening beneath him. Faith does not make things easy. It makes them possible. Strengthen the faith by studying it, by testing it honestly against the hardest questions your life raises, by praying with more depth, more honesty, more specificity than the version of prayer that is performed rather than felt, by acting from spiritual principles even when, especially when, the world's logic points in a different direction. The man whose faith is strong is not the man whose life is free of difficulty. He is the man whose response to difficulty is grounded, steady, and unshaken. And that groundedness, that unshakable quality, is built through the daily discipline of tending to the faith the way every other area of development is tended to, with intention, with consistency, with the hunger to go deeper than yesterday. Disciplining yourself is the act of closing the gap between the man you are and the man your potential requires. Every area of your life that is undisciplined is an area where your potential is being held back, not by circumstance, but by choice, by the accumulated choices made daily in small moments, usually in private, to accept less than the standard you know you are capable of. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. The bridge is built one plank at a time, one kept commitment, one held standard, one refused temptation, one completed session, one honored alarm, one private choice made in the direction of the man you are becoming, when no one would have known if you had chosen otherwise. That is the building of discipline, not dramatic, not visible, not celebrated, just daily, quiet, compounding integrity. The accumulation of doing what you said you would do in the moments when it cost you something to do it. Discipline yourself in the small things first, because the small things are not small. They are the test before the test. And the man who cannot discipline himself in the small private moments will not be capable of the discipline the larger public moments will require. Your level of success will only ever attract your level of personal development. This is the law that makes everything else make sense. Why does the man who wins the lottery lose the money? His personal development did not match the wealth. Why does the man who gets the opportunity fail to convert it? His character was not yet at the level the opportunity required. Why does the relationship built on attraction alone eventually collapse? Because attraction without personal development produces two undeveloped people in close proximity. And that proximity amplifies rather than resolves the undevelopment. Before you can have more, you must first become more. The becoming is the work, the only work. Everything else, the strategy, the networking, the timing, the opportunity, it all serves the becoming, and the becoming serves everything. The man who is genuinely, consistently, relentlessly developing himself is the man who converts the opportunity when it arrives, who holds the wealth when it comes, who deepens the relationship rather than exhausting it, who keeps building past every level, because the builder is always outpacing the building. Personal development has no finish line. That is not a burden. It is the most liberating truth available to you, because it means there is always more. Always a deeper level of faith to reach. Always a more disciplined version of the standard to hold. Always a book that will expand the thinking further. Always a harder physical challenge that will reveal a new dimension of capability. Always a wiser way to respond to the next difficulty. Always a more honest version of the prayer. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks and starting on the first one. Start with the first one. Today. Not the full transformation. The first step of it. The first book. The first session. The first honest prayer. The first commitment made and kept. The first day of the standard. You have been circling around but not yet fully claiming, because that first step, small as it is, private as it is, unimpressive as it looks from the outside, is the beginning of the only success that cannot be taken from you, cannot be crashed by a market, cannot be ended by a relationship, cannot be dissolved by a bad season or a failed venture or a disappointing result. The success of the developed man lives in him. It travels with him. It compounds within him. And it begins the moment he decides that who he is becoming is the only success that has ever actually mattered. Personal development, always, in every area, without end. That is the only success worth pursuing.